Well, good morning. Here we are in lovely, sunny, in lovely Silverstone. The weather is atrocious. It's not raining, which is good, but it's foggy as hell. I mean, you could only see 100 yards, 150 yards. So, I have a feeling it's going to be a slow morning. Got my breakfast, most important, wrapped up by the hotel. Very kind of them. I want to get down here as early as possible because today is JMR Scholarship. And if you haven't noticed, which you probably have, well, two things. One, I don't know where I'm going. And two, I'm in a ridiculous car, which might turn out to be my secret weapon. I think I was probably supposed to go in there. Right. Silverstone Park. Still says circuit entrance this way.
Many hours later.
Over 2 vehicle bridges, then bear left for the national paddock.
Brilliant, thank you.
Okay.
2 bridges. I wonder what bridge this is. There's a track under there. Ooh, there's a track under there. That's exciting. Did you say 1 bridge or 2 bridge? Well, I'm going left.
One eternity later.
A lot of good signage here. The only thing is there's about 50 things on each sign. We're here. We're here. Right. Let's go sign on. So unfortunately didn't get too much footage of the day. I got a reasonable amount of the MX-5 going around the track, but not with the BMW. They did have RaceLogic V-Boxes recording, and at some point I will get that footage, so once I've got that I will post that up, but I want to get this vlog out as soon as possible. So for now, here's the little bit of footage that I did get, and then a roundup of the day on the drive home. Well, what a day. What a day. Started off mixed. Weather started off really mixed, really foggy. So we were delayed at the beginning of the day. We didn't get going till 10, half 10. But as soon as the sun came out, all the fog lifted in the space of 10-15 minutes, and then all of a sudden we're out on track. Everyone else went out in the minibus for a sighting lap. But again, my ace up the sleeve was bringing my own car, so I managed to get out and do 2 sighting laps behind the pace car, and then came straight back in. Track day started, and I got another 2 or 3 flyers done. And what a track. I was apprehensive about taking this car around Silverstone because it's a big track. It's Formula 1 track, it's GP circuit. And it's wide and fast. And I thought I'm just going to be on the limiter in 5th gear. And I'll be, it'll wreck my engine. But what a track. Competition, JMR Scholarship. There were not many drivers. There were supposed to be 40. So it was a fantastic shock to find out that there were only 10, 11, which meant we all got a good stint in the car throughout the day. in the car, of which there are a few pictures, and maybe even a flyby video. A really good car, really easy to drive. You know, compared to even this. I mean, this isn't a hard car to drive, but manual steering and no ABS. You got to have your wits about you. But in that M3, they had the electronic assistance turned up quite a lot, which was a little bit of a shame. You couldn't move the car around like you wanted to. You could if you really chucked it into the corner and had a bit of a wild entry, but that's not the fast way through, and they aren't looking for the fastest lap times, they're looking for the people who can drive. So I've no doubt I could have knocked a few seconds off the laps that I was doing by really attacking the corners. But I don't think it would have done me much good in the eyes of the judges. In terms of how I did, I think I did alright. I think I drove okay. I didn't get near the limit of the car, I don't think. There's a few times that I did, and I got a few thumbs up when I did. So I think I showed that I can get the car right to the edge of where it wants to be. But I can't say any of the 4 or 5 flying laps that I did were 100% all the way around. I mean, it's hard to do that anyway with track day traffic. Maybe if I had a completely clean track for the first 2 or 3 laps of my stint, I might have been able to figure it out enough that by the 4th or 5th lap I would have been able to put a really quick one in. But play the cards you're dealt, and I think I did okay. So slightly agonising wait for a week or so until we find out what's next. I believe there's going to be another round. Don't know how many people are going to be there, or when it's going to be, or what we'll be driving. But hopefully I'm there, hopefully I get a chance. I would like to think that I did enough, but you never know. I mean, everyone there could be a winner in my eyes. So after we got out the M3, I got back in this. I think I did 4 or 5 sessions overall in the day, which wasn't a massive amount, but well worth it. Well worth it. Did manage to get out with James of JMR in the last session. He came out with me as a passenger, and he said he'd be considering getting an MX-5. And I think now he'll be getting an MX-5. This is a guy who engineers GT cars, race cars, Genettas, whatever, you name it. He's driven it and he's set it up, and he knows his stuff. And after a lap in this, you could tell he knew it was a balanced car, and that it was probably what he's going to end up buying next. So there we are. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get too much footage of the day. I didn't want to spend the entire day behind the camera or behind the phone. So it ain't just about who the best driver is, it's everything else. You know, if there's 4 or 5 candidates that are all as quick as each other, then it's everything outside the car that makes the difference. I think I fell foul of that a little bit in Want to Race. I'm quite shy-natured, and I spent a lot of that day just kind of watching the world go by. Whereas in reality, you need to be speaking to people, speaking to the engineers, get to know them, learn their names. Simple shit, but yeah, it really does all add up. So I tried to do more of that today. I mean, James is a great guy to talk to anyway. I could stand and talk to him about cars and about racing and about everything for hours and hours. So I didn't have to try really. So thank you for watching. Hopefully there'll be another one of these by the time the finals comes round. Maybe I'll get to take this car back to Silverstone and do some more. Put some more seat time in. I'll be absolutely thrilled if I get to do that. So, until next time, thanks very much.